and welcome back to the Saddle Care series with the FEI in partnership with Bex Saddles. I'm Charlotte Gomez and I'm joined here with international show jumper Bex Mason, who is also an ambassador for Bex Saddles. In this episode, we're going to be talking about the checks that we should make in order to get the saddle ready for riding. Bex, tell us, what are the signs that we're looking for in the saddle that indicate that something may need replacing or repairing?
There's a few signs, some more obvious than others, but I'll run you through the key things which you definitely need to look for. So with the tree, the head of the saddle here needs to be super strong because this needs clearance obviously above the spine. So you can give that a little pull. You can also give this a little push to see if there's any movement there, any weaknesses going on. Also, if there's any creases coming across your saddle, then that's something to look out for. The next thing is actually the panels. So these are the panels here. You want to make sure they're even, they're smooth, got good clearance of the spine again, and there's no lumps or bumps or just anything that looks out of place.
Sure.
We then move on to your stirrup bars. You can give them a good pull around, make sure they're secure, they're not going anywhere. Your basic hardware of the saddle, so you've got your screws and all the metal bits, just there's no rusting. Moving on to your stirrup leathers, you've then, these ones are great because they've got the material that runs through them. So they don't stretch that much at all, but you do often get stretching in stirrup leathers. You think that's where all your weight's going, isn't it? So check the holes, especially if you're always using the same holes. Make sure they haven't stretched too much, and your stitching. I always find right at the top, you can just see if the stitching's starting to go. But yeah, that's a great area to check.
Definitely.
So our last little point on the saddle would be your girth points, which you check underneath here. And again, just want to give them a pull, make sure they're nice and strong. You can check the leather, that there's no cracking or anything unusual going on that might just be the first signs of wear and tear that you actually do need to replace something. In fact, the girth straps are the first things that usually go on a saddle, so make sure you check out for those. Also your girth. So I've got mine over here. So points of the girth you want to look for. Stitching, which we've already covered. The buckles, that they're all in good working order and they're going to keep your saddle securely on. And the leather. You know, it's not cracked, it's not going to be hard on the horses. Also, if you have a little bit of elastic on your girth, give that a little once over as well. So those are pretty much all the points I would want to check on my saddle.
Well, it seems you've got your saddle cleaning equipment here and your saddle. Do you mind giving us a demo on how you clean your saddle?
No, of course not. Of course. So I always start off with a glycerine soap because that will just help lift the grease and the dirt.
Yeah.
And help prepare it for when you put in the wax balm, which the wax balm is the really important stuff, which helps moisturize the leather and gets really into the layers of the leather. So I've got the wax balm here. You just want to do little circular motions, and you don't want to wipe straight over it. You actually want to work into the leather. So lots of little circular motions, and it will get deep into the leather. It will help protect it then from all the elements, like the sun and the rain and the sweat of a horse.
Definitely.
And so all of this is going to give your saddle more life, and hopefully it will last a lot longer.
Definitely. I think everyone that really does care about their saddles, longevity is everything, and keeping on top of the cleaning is key to keeping a saddle for a long, long time.
Of course, protect it from the elements.
Well, we are here in this absolutely beautiful tack room today. Bex, do you want to tell us some of the best practices for storing your saddle?
Yeah, of course. It is absolutely gorgeous in here. The perfect place to store your saddle.
I know.
Yeah, so well ventilated would be one of my biggest things. Also, if you have a saddle cover, you want to make sure that's breathable.
Yeah, you don't want any moisture or damp getting in underneath the saddle cover.
Yeah.
Not good.
No. And just check in on your saddle as well to make sure the leather doesn't look dry or cracked and it doesn't need a little bit of love.
Definitely. Well, thank you, Bex, for sharing all of your top tips on how to best care for your saddle. And thank you to you guys at home for watching. I hope you've taken away some very handy tips there. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out the other episodes and give FEI Global and Bates Saddles a follow on socials. Until next time, take care. Bye.